Welcome, everybody. John Zager. Good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon here on the eastern slope of Colorado. It's 12:11. It's a good time. And I'm getting ready to drive out a little east of town where I've been going more recently and look at the progress of this house they're building I really like and do a podcast. So we should be fine without a whole lot of noise or intrusion. I'll be kind of cautious so that I don't get the noise level up. I'm using some other earbuds. These I like a lot. They fit and they feel good. I'm not sure that the quality is there for the listening or hearing. But I don't know. We've tried them before, and I don't know. I kind of had so-so luck with them. We'll see what happens today. But so good afternoon. It rained. It's kind of been raining intermittently the last few days, and I believe we're supposed to get rain this afternoon or this evening or tonight or something like that, and that makes me happy. And then we're supposed to go back to plain old sunny every day and hot. Yuck. Don't like that. So today, I want to talk about just one aspect or type of meditation. And let me first of all just say the meditation that I do for 3 hours a day mostly is around my breathing, lowering my respiration, trying to keep it at 12 or under, trying to get my heart rate. I'd like to get it down to 40, but I'm dreaming with that, so I look forward to keeping it in the high 50s if I can. And that takes a little bit of work for me. I mean, it just doesn't come naturally. I do it all the time. Right at 60 is without thinking, so to get it lower, I have to really practice. I do a lot of mindfulness meditation. You know, stay present, be present, that kind of thing. See what's coming into my brain as I'm meditating and keeping it current. In other words, not trying to think of the past or think of the future, right? Mindfulness, be present. And I like that. Here's the other one that I've been doing, and I've talked to you guys about that before, but no body, no place, no time. This is one that just ends up being natural for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm brain dead or something. But when I'm meditating, I have no thought about my body, unless I'm consciously trying to do that, right? But for the most part, I'm not concerned about who I am or what's going on with my body, or it's like doesn't exist. And place, you know, no body, no place. I don't even perceive or conceive of a location when I'm meditating. I usually do it in my bedroom, and I don't even know where I'm at. And time-wise, I could care less about time, so time doesn't fit. What happens if you do no body, no place, no time, and if you get good enough at it, they say you get closer to getting into the unified field. You know, that's oneness or wholeness. Everything is complete. there isn't anything you would want or need any more of if you're in the unified field. Pretty simple, huh? So I do that one quite a bit. And those are the main ones. And then, of course, there's the times where I just do intentions. You know, I send these prayers and intentions out to the universe, to God, the Creator, the Source, you know, whatever I'm doing. And I ask for and give thanks for already receiving them. But here's the one, gosh darn it, I worked on this for a long time. And I couldn't get it. And I got it now, but it's not like I have it solid. You know, I have to kind of work at it. And this is going to sound really weird. But I work at it when I'm conscious, like driving, or when I'm shopping, or when I'm, you know, just doing stuff. I will do it in my conscious state rather than meditate. And I practice it there. And then I get better at practicing it when I'm meditating. And what it is the blessing of your energy centers, your 7 chakras. I even have, I have this guided meditation of the energy centers. It's a 19-minute thing. This lady does it. I can't remember who, but she's very good. And she puts me right in a trance. I just am out cold until she wakes me up, but I hear every single word she's saying. Isn't that cool? And I'm a little groggy when I get up from her guided meditation, but that's okay. You know, in an hour or so, I'm kind of back awake and knowing what's going on. That's me just setting it up the wrong way for at the end to be more current. But here's how it goes. And I'm just going to go through this based on listening to several of the better people that do guided meditation. And they're all identical. It's kind of like there must be a book out there somewhere, and everybody reads the exact same script. I don't know that to be true. I just made that up. But they're all saying exactly the same thing. Now, it goes something like this. I'm the beginner here, all right, learning from these other experts that do blessing of the energy centers. And half of them do, I don't know, I guess they've done 12 energy centers. Most all of them do the seven chakras. But anyway, here's how it goes. I'm not going to belabor this podcast. I'm just going to do it however long it takes, and then we're going to be done. So it goes something like this. And again, kind of bear with me if it doesn't come out exactly correct, because I'm not an expert. So it goes white light, light source, come in to the middle of my chest. White light, come into my heart energy center. Come in, come around, and come through white light. From my solar plex energy center to my throat energy center, white light light, come into that area of my body that is heart-centered with love. White light, lighting, come in, come around, and come through my body and my heart with love and compassion. From my sacrum energy center through my third eye, fill my body with light and love and compassion. White light, come into my heart center. Come in, come around, and come through my body. From my root chakra to my crown chakra. Fill me with love and compassion. Come into my body. Come in, come around, and come through. White light, lighting. Come into my heart energy center. Come in, come around, and come through. From 8 inches below my spine to 8 inches above my head. Fill my body with light. Have it radiate out. Fill me with love and compassion and kindness and caring. Come in, come around, and come through. So that's the script that they read. They all read the same script. Now, I haven't got the exact words correct, but for the most part, those are the words that they use. They all use the same words. I find that kind of interesting. They call it blessing of the energy centers. They extend it out to where, I don't know, the longest one seems to be about 19 minutes that I listen to. But the other ones seem to run, I don't know, around 10. So here's the deal on that. It ends up being very good because they go slower. I mean, I was going way too fast and, not knowing all the exact words or remembering all the exact words that they use and in what sequence. So I was kind of putting that together the best I could, or the best that I could recall. Drinking iced tea today, turmeric tea. Very good, guys. Very good. Boy, is that good. And it works for me. Here's how it works for me. It mellows me out. It chills me. I feel relaxed. I feel more at peace. I feel rested. I feel more loving. I feel more compassion. I feel more giving, willingness to give to others. Now these aren't dramatic kinds of things, but they're enough that I can notice them. Okay? And that kind of stuff comes in. Now, I did some reading, I did some reading of some research projects yesterday. And there's a couple things. I don't know if I can remember. I didn't write them down and bring them with me, but a couple things that were noteworthy. The blessing of the energy centers, if done properly, and if you get good enough at it, you're basically in the unified field. You guys get that, right? You're in the field where everybody else is. Think quantum now. Don't go thinking Newtonian, right? And everybody is there in their thoughts and energy and vibrations. So what happens is that it does produce that sort of loving, compassion, joyful oneness, wholeness. And in turn, that dilates your veins and arteries. They've done studies on this. Research. I was just reading them, so I'm just passing them on to you. That's number one. It dilates, so it lowers your blood pressure. Blah, blah, blah. This is them talking. I'm not saying, This is them talking, is that it eliminates or clears the veins and arteries to have blood flowing smoothly without obstruction. 3, so there's no obstruction, right? The veins and arteries are dilated. And lowering the blood pressure. This is all studies, research, statistics, analytics that they have. But it also increases nitric oxide. So I'm not an MD or a PhD, right? So if you have an elevated level of nitric oxide, you don't have cardiovascular problems. You don't have high blood pressure. You don't have cholesterol problems, which really cholesterol is not the issue anyway, but we'll have a podcast on that another day. But you don't have blockages. You don't have irregular heartbeat. You don't have where your veins and arteries harden. They're supple. They're supple. They're supple. They're spongy. They're soft. So when the blood is pushing through the veins and arteries, the walls of the veins and arteries are not hard and cause resistance getting that through. Obviously, if you have resistance or hardening of the veins and arteries, you have high blood pressure. So the nitric oxide increase level softens and makes supple the walls. It's all part of that research stuff. What else did they talk about? Here's the other one. Having the love and the compassion by doing the blessing of the energy centers and getting into the unified field where you feel wholeness and oneness creates a sense of happiness. You're not grouchy. You're not upset. You're not short-tempered. You have a sense of happiness. And they now have correlated the happiness directly does also increase nitric oxide and dilates the veins and arteries and has all the good aspects of eliminating cardiovascular disease. Follow me so far? So those are a few things. I mean, there was a bunch more in this research study, but I didn't come prepared enough to recite back everything. I think I've given you all the main parts, the main points. So what happens when you, and again, you'd have to ask Dr. Joe to get all of the scientific information, but again, based on what I learned, is that you get all those fluids down, in the sacrum, area, and they go up to the solar plex chakra. Of course, the root chakra starts way down there. And you get this fluid going through your spine, in the middle of your spine. That's where it shoots up. And it gets into your heart. And once it gets to the heart area, heart chakra, then it gets boosted. It's like an electrical boost that shoots it up through your heart chakra, your third eye chakra, and blows out of, that's an exaggeration, I'm just using those words, blows out of your head into your crown chakra. Kind of like an orgasm, but not an orgasm. It's sort of a mental feeling of elation. Kind of working this whole process. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. I've kind of backed off of the podcasts and the blogs for 2 days because actually I'm having some technical difficulties with the website, and they're trying to repair their technical problems, and in turn it has made it difficult for me to do my blogs especially, and my podcasts are a little restricted even today. You guys wouldn't be able to tell, but they are. So this is cool stuff, you guys. This is cool stuff. I'm spending the last couple days let me be realistic. 4 hours to 5 hours both Friday and Saturday. Today is Sunday. Working on blessing of the energy centers. Learning how to do it. Doing research. Practice. And it's really, really helping. Here's another part that was in the research. I just flashed in front of my face. Is your emotional state gets altered. Depression. Used as some obvious stuff. Like if you have depression and anxiety, kind of just wipes it right off the map. Not like, boom, it's gone. But within a matter of a short amount of time, you no longer feel the depression or the anxiety. We're just using those two as examples. I thought that was kind of cool. So anyway, that's the healing of the energy centers, and practice. I mean, go back through and listen to what I just said. And if you think it's just not even close, then just go on to YouTube and punch that up. And I don't know, there's probably a dozen different people that'll do guided meditation of the energy centers. And, just listen to several of them until you find one that you really like. I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep getting better and better and better, because it has so many positive effects for me. That's kind of cool. Side note, sidebar. So I found another article of research that I wanted to share, but also really was kind of unusual and unique, and I thought very beneficial. So, for instance, there were quite a few examples. I'm going to try to just grab one or two out of my head, but let's say you have a disease of some kind in your body. I don't know. Make it, I don't know, a cancer in your bladder or something. I just made that up. It wasn't an example, but so what you do is it's all visualization. And what you do is you go in, like you're going into your body, right? You go inside your body and you find the disease and the cancer cells at that location. And it could be any disease, I don't care what it is. And you look at it and confront it and see its shape and its size and what it's doing. And then you go inside the cancer cell, right? And I'm going to kind of just go through these steps rather quickly, not necessarily in the order they're supposed to be. Well, it's in the order, it's just not necessarily the exact process. And then once you get inside the cancer cell, you go inside the atom, which is pretty much all. Now you're in energy, pure energy. Before you were in matter, and then particles, and now you're in energy, in the atom, and then you go inside the atom to where the protons and neutrons and electrons are. We're talking very, 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 very microscopic, right? But you, in your visualization, are capable of getting deeper and deeper and deeper inside until you're just in pure energy. And then you go down in your visualization to like where you might be on water. And this cancer and where you've arrived at might appear to be like a pebble that hits the water, and these little waves and ripples go out, and they keep hitting the water, and more waves and ripples go out. And in your visualization, you stop. You eliminate the cancer from falling into the lake and creating the waves and the ripples, and there are none any longer. Right? So once you get, that's getting rid of the cancerous cell. You've gone all the way inside the cancerous cell to its origin, visualizing this, and you've eliminated the source. And then you come back through the neutrons and protons and electrons and back into the atom to where, it's just all pure energy, and it no longer looks diseased, the cell, and you look around everything, and everything is healthy and well, and then you exit the cell and you're looking at, in this example we're using, you look at the bladder, and the bladder is fine, and there's no disease, no longer any disease. And everything is functioning very, very well. And then you visualize in your mind the lake again, with pebbles dropping from a healthy bladder without cancer, and the ripples that go across the water now are healthy and well. And then you exit your body and give thanks and have gratitude. So that's actually, this guy from, where is he from? New Zealand? Scientist of some kind, I forget. He's very good at doing it. The HEAL, HEAL conference is on this week. I hope you guys know that. And every day you get to listen to 3 presenters of their research. And so, actually, the last couple of days I've been spending a lot of time just listening to different presenters in the HEAL conference online. If you're not able to be there, you can pick up all this stuff online. So that was very cool. There was another, and the idea is to be creative, right? The idea is to be creative. The other deal, how much time do I have? Okay, I'm running late. So the other idea is that if you have clogged arteries, you go inside your body, you go into where the veins and the arteries are, the 60 miles, and you locate a blockage. And you design, and this is all visualization, you design and build an instrument that you can insert inside the vein or the artery, wherever the blockage is, and you can kind of scrub. You can kind of use this pencil-looking thing with like a rubber eraser on the end of it. I don't know, design it however you want. And you can scrub the inside of the wall and eliminate the blockage. So I'm not going to go any further with that one. But again, the whole idea is that people are creating through visualization things that they are using as they meditate inside their bodies to different disease centers and eradicate them. And then, here's the neatest part. When they go back to their oncologists or doctors or whoever the heck they're seeing, whatever the disease is that they have is gone. Now, there's a few things I'm not saying. One is that the average length of time you have to practice this is 6 weeks. And people are eliminating, let's just say cancer. They're eliminating, self-healing themselves from cancer through this visualization process. Designing instruments where they go inside and they're like little mechanics in there, taking apart disease and building back in healthy cells and genes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so anyway, I'm running late on this podcast. Oops, sorry, you guys. So have a good day. Sunday, I'm looking forward to more rain. God, I wish it would just rain. I'm tired of this heat. Sorry. God bless everybody. Take care of one another. And I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. See you. Bye.